in English, that means like sassy assy.
Okay, sassy. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so Nalguitas Bonitas.
Nalguitas Bonitas.
Okay, I'm terrible at that. Sorry. Okay, is a small and fast-growing company which
Yeah.
produces and distributes a scrub for the butt. The product brightens the skin, minimizes folliculitis. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Softens the skin and reduces stretch marks. Sofia started her Costa Rican based company in 2018. And right now, Sofia is calling in from San Jose, Costa Rica. So we're so grateful. Okay, the team at Nalguitas Bonitas, am I still saying it wrong?
It's getting better.
Good, okay, getting better. Believes in a world where every woman loves her body. They're on a mission to create body positive, life-changing experiences through the products they carefully produce and the conversations they speak. Their vision is that every woman is comfortable with her body, her butt, and the woman she's become. In each of their products, they add positive information to make customers feel empowered. And I want to talk a little bit more about that particular piece at some point. So I would love to have you tell us about tell us more about the business, how you came to develop this product, and like what inspired you to start a business in the first place.
Well, I will show you the product. This is how it looks like. Nalguitas Bonitas. And I started the product because I was having my private practice as a physiotherapist. I'm also a physiotherapist, and I was working in the aesthetic area, focusing on that. So as I was working on that, I saw that many women, including myself, we have folliculitis on the arms and also butts. That's for the ones that doesn't know what that is looks like acne, but it's different. So many people have it on these areas and also the butt. And in Latinas, for us, that's super usual. But many women haven't talked about it because they didn't even knew what that was. So you heard women talking about cellulite or stretch marks, and that they I'm getting old, I'm having this, but then folliculitis, it was not. So I remember when we have the stores, one woman came and she said, "Hey, thank you. I thought that I had like a sexual, illness or something, and she never spoke about that with her mom or anyone. And then she saw our page and she was like, oh, I have this. And then she started using it, and our clients always send us pictures of before and after. And even if it's, very private, and they feel like super confident to send it to us, and they want to empower more people, and they are happy because they say we normalize this. So that's super nice because we all have it. I used to have it. So yeah, that's how I developed the product. Then I was working on that, and then I started doing this product. I had like the tryout process was around 6 months. At the same time, I was studying chemistry, and I was so involved into like also natural stuff like plant medicines, and I want to learn all about processes and industrial chemistry. Like I learned a lot about that, but I also wanted to keep like very natural. So that's how I started, and thanks God, like the first 2 Nalguitas I sold, I have to ship to US, and then it was just like it had been growing, and I can be more thankful to the universe because I have been very positive about that, and the product is super good. So it's magnificent, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me about how like the growth of it and how Eric got involved. Like so tell us about that again. I know you just touched on it before we started, but I'd love to hear about that.
So I was working by myself. I have my 2 businesses at the time, which it was like my small spa in doing physio and having the product. So I was working a lot. I had 2 girls that were working with me, but I was the one fully doing everything, working during day and also night. And then My boyfriend at that time, now my husband, he was working in a corporate and he was living in US. So I was like, okay, hey, I'm growing. And why, like, how many products do we have to sell for you to come here? And then, and like we were like really engaging into the business, and he being there, he developed the website. So we start also, we receive orders from Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and also the website that he made and he maintained, and he's in charge of the website. So then he did it. He quit his job, and then he moved here to Costa Rica over a year ago. And yeah, everything is like, it has working out for us.
Wow. And so how many units did you guys have to sell in order for him to do that?
How many?
I think like 20 a day.
At that time, we said like 20 a day will be like a reasonable
Oh,
number. And that was like 3 years ago.
oh my gosh. And so how much is a jar of that?
Around $20.
Oh, okay. And it
Uh-huh.
and so you guys send it all over the world, don't you? I mean, at this point, or
Yeah.
mostly just the US and Costa Rica?
Yeah, and after COVID, we stopped the international shipments, but yeah, we used to send a lot to Panama and Mexico, because we have, yeah, like we have this Instagram page, but we have a presence from all Latin American countries. So that's
Oh,
wonderful.
wow. So tell us some of your biggest challenges. What has been difficult about the business?
The biggest challenges for me is to be perceived serious to older people, like providers. So sometimes I am very like on production, I am very like focused, and I am always perfectionist in everything. I'm always doing everything, but sometimes then if I go to get, for example, these liners, and then the liners are not ready and I need it now, and sometimes I have to deal with a guy that come and talk to me like he is my dad, and he tell me stuff that I know, like he just talking a lot, but so I stay quiet, and then I try to set like something like, yes, I understand there was a problem on your with the people that work for you, but this is important for me, and I need this now. And then he said one day that happened to me, and then they were telling me, yeah, but we have people in front of you, a bunch. And then I was, yes, but I got the thing is like I got the wrong material, that it didn't fit with PVC, which is the one that I use, and PET. And then, I just, those kind of things are really painful
Oh,
to deal with, because they don't take you seriously. They think you're playing, and they kind of think I am not a businesswoman, because they perceive me as um, I don't know. Sometimes I say like maybe a daughter or something, and
right.
and yeah, that kind of the feeling that it gave me. So what I have to try to make change that is always like dress super business. If I have to go and talk to these guys, and not don't allow anyone to tell me no. Like, I'm not gonna give you this. I don't allow that. So sometimes I just completely change. I'm usually super friendly, and I'm this smiley person, but then sometimes I just say, no, you gotta, if they gotta work, later on production tonight, they gotta do it. But tomorrow I need 10,000 of those. And then, they take me seriously and they do it, because also I'm a big client. I buy a lot from my provider. So it's like they have to do it.
Wow.
Otherwise I will go somewhere else.
So it probably has something to do with the fact that you're a woman and the fact that you're young. So both of those things. Mhm.
Yeah. And the fact that sometimes I try to go everywhere and say, hi, how are you? And be nice. And then, it's this thing that everyone takes kindness for weakness. And
Oh,
then, uh-huh.
wow. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see that would happen. Hey, now tell me about, so what about like the production of it? Do you guys, it's produced in San Jose also?
Yes, we have our own lab. So that's like that's something that we are still growing because we want to grow, we want to produce more. And so we got very nice machines for production that you can feel like each Nalguitas Bonitas, and that's wonderful because at the beginning I didn't have it. So it was everything very manual. It took a lot of time to produce, and now that we have reduced that, that's for me, that's wonderful. And that's something that we are looking forward every year to increase the production.
So you're doing your own production.
Yeah, I am always managing everything. I like to be, that's something I'm trying to not to do that much, because then I get burnout very often. Because my entrepreneur mindset is like always I'm a doer and I like to check everything, and every affirmation that we have to be original, and I also do that, and it used to be handmade. So we used to do each affirmation handmade. So it was me and two other girls like saying stuff like you're beautiful and you can do this, like and now we have like a bunch of affirmations, but sometimes we didn't have time and we had to make like 300. And yeah, but we love it because also like you are writing that and you are integrated into yourself, like don't be fearless, and if you want something, just think about it and let that energy move you through, and then that's also improve a lot in our mood.
So read that affirmation on the one you're showing us. What does that say?
Okay, I will translate, right?
Yeah.
You are magic. You have no comparison. Don't listen the voice of the insecurity voice, because that's not a good because she's not gonna tell you what you need to listen right now. Remember that you are full of divine, all divine that is in the universe, and that you are capable to achieve whatever you want.
Oh my gosh, that is
Yeah. In Spanish it sounds super nice. It says, eres mágica, única e incomparable. No escuches la voz de la inseguridad, es la peor consejera. Recuerda que estás llena de la gracia divina del universo y que eres capaz de crear lo que vos quieras.
Oh my gosh, that
Nice.
is so nice. That is just wonderful.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Oh my goodness. And so so you have like, there's a whole bunch of different ones you guys use, and do you use them like randomly put them in the containers?
Yeah. At the moment we have 10 different ones, and so we all try to mix it up. So if someone ordered 3, my goal is that they don't get the same one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's lovely because I have many clients that have sent us a picture of their mirror, and they have the collection of affirmation, even the handmade. And to be honest, that made me cry, because it's like, like if someone keep your notes in the sticky notes, and they place it on the computer, on the mirror, and they read it every day while they are getting ready, it just completely changed everything.
Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. You're right. It's like you can see yourself, you can see your impact in the world when something like that happens.
Exactly. And yeah, that's wonderful.
That is so neat. Now, how did you come up with this formula in the first place?
Well, it was a lot of months and nights during it, but it just came together. Like a lot of things, I read a lot, and I was studying also chemistry and reading a lot, and then everything just came together, and it just the name, even like sometimes I am trying to remember how the name came, and sometimes I think, hey, I think it was in a dream, but it's not like I can remember, like the exactly moment, because it's just like it just happened everything so fast, and I was so busy working in everything at the very beginning. Right now I can take vacation And to me, that's also something very important to do, and not to be always thinking about working about what am I gonna do next. And so, but yeah, like everything just came together, and also the logo, because I wanted to have like, the peach means like the but it's also a heart, so which is the love.
Yeah.
And to me, orange is a very powerful color.
Mhm.
Not many people like orange, but it's gonna catch your attention. And I think it's with chromotherapy, it's a color that make you do things like impact your brain to do it. So I like it a lot.
Oh, yeah, I do too. You're right about that. It's a very, very action-oriented color. Oh
Exactly.
my gosh. So everything about your product has meaning to it. Like there's something about everything. Even when you said the bottle or the container is PET, like that, there is some thought that went into that versus other things that it could have been packaged in.
Yeah, right now we want to we're working to change the packaging. We want to do Tetra Pak, and so it's gonna be more eco-friendly. But this was our option because we were exporting, and we do like post office shipments, so we don't want this to break if it were glass, or to leak, because it's also very, if the day gets a little bit hot, it can change a little bit and leak. So we really need to have it PET, and to have the liner that was adjustable with PET, so it can work.
Oh,
But everything is like since the very beginning. I have had the same container. Now I want to change, but it's gonna be a slow process, because it has to work for everything that we do, all the shipment. We also ship to very hot areas here in Costa Rica. So like this product is all over Costa Rica. And when someone tag us on Instagram and there is a cow on the back or stuff like that, like it feels so good, because we have this kind of Instagram community that is like women's can be, it doesn't matter your size, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can take care of your body. Your body is nothing, there is nothing wrong with your body. And something that we like to promote in our posts, we also have underwear. And so we have this white underwear that is called, the name of this collection is called I Was Born Virgin. So the thing is like, okay, were born virgin. No one can take that away from you. You are full of virtues,
yeah.
Like I have many friends that they say, hey, I don't wear white because I am not girlfriend material. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think every woman is worthy of white, because we all are pure. And I want to bring that out to my girls. So we have those kind of things.
Oh my gosh. And also orange. So you've got, do the undergarments, they're white and orange, like you have two different colors, or more than that even?
We have orange, which is called anaranjada y empoderada, which mean or like in Spanish mean like empowerment and orange, but in Spanish sounds very good, like anaranjada y empoderada. And the black one, we call it Venus, because it's like we all have the divine Venus inside. So you should be, it doesn't matter how old you are, your size, anything, you should feel a goddess, a Venus inside you. So yeah, we and then they really like, you wear those undies and you can really feel it, because you give them power. So the power is on you.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so how about so we when we talk about entrepreneurship, oftentimes we talk about pivoting and how you're going this way and then you realize, oh no, we have to do something different. So what has your experience been about, like times you've had to shift and do something different?
Well, I have been very focused with my goal. So we have this is our goal, our star product, and we have like underwears and caps, because we like to be that every that is in this movement be identified, because we like this friendship, like, you know, guys have more sports, they like a team, they wear a jersey from that team, and then, you know, that already make a connection with another people that they don't know. So
Wow.
that's my goal, and that's why we are moving always forward. I don't think I have had pivot, because we always just like moving forward to this, that is like women empowerment community. So I love the fact that we do like giveaways of books, like the Four Agreements. We have been doing that, or Red Moon, that we love. Like it's wonderful, and hopefully your book next.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
And then, you know, the dynamics have to be like, okay, you have to make a story saying a one agreement, and you know, I'm gonna do the best of me, and I'll always like keep my words. I don't make assumptions, and then they make a picture. And it's just like give like, and then we just give that away, or product, but we always try to do it in the, like, the whole thing. That's
Oh,
that's what I want.
that is amazing. So in your giveaways, it's not just your own product that you're giving away, but product that you know will help those people.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, that is something very, very special and unique.
yeah. That's something that I really love more during this COVID time, because we all, for kind of, sometimes we forget to be grateful for what we have, and I think like that's work a lot. And also I have achieved a lot of things by myself, by working, by always being super joyful and having hope of everything. And I mean, I pay my college, and I like sometimes to share my story with them through my business page on Instagram, and they really get like, when I get messages saying, hey, thanks, because sometimes I have been feeling down, and I came here and I read this, and then I was feeling good again, and that made me feel good.
That
That
is
made me feel like I am doing my purpose.
wow. So you said did you say you paid for your own college?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, because I think our school, MSU Denver, is one of those schools where people can, oftentimes they are paying their own way, and it's affordable so they can do it, they make it work for themselves. And there's something that's so empowering about that when you've finished and you've paid and you don't have a lot of debt, or you've paid the debt and you feel so good. So that's totally impressive that you did that, because most of us have had to do that on this call. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I was working while I was in college, so I was paying at the same time. So thanks to that, I don't have college debt.
Yeah. Now, how many people do you have working at your company?
At the moment, we are six.
6 of you. Oh my gosh.
So we are like, that's, yeah, like we are, and I myself and Eric, we work for like seven. So yeah, we are always like, I also, I want not to be so much like that, because I really like, when I get burnout. So I really like learning to also enjoy, because I on a Sundays happened, I used to work from Monday to Sunday, no rest day. So to me have been, you know, it's not so easy to change your mind. Like, okay, now I'm gonna have one day off. It's, to me, haven't been easy. Like, I have to, that had been a process of learning, that I need time to recover, that my mind need time to recover, and time to recover is time to recover, not to be thinking about a caption, not to be thinking about what I'm gonna do next. I have to order this or order that, because that's not healthy. And I have been reading a lot about entrepreneurs, and reading about the burnouts. And then at some point, people just want to sell the business, or do things that it was not driven by you, but by your burnout, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm really like integrating everything, exercising, yoga, meditation, and every day try to have time for myself. Because I stopped drinking coffee, because I used to be drinking coffee all day long. to do everything that I had to do. Because I also haven't had any debt in my business. We have been growing in order with, growing together, like all the machines, all the things that we need. Okay, we're growing, let's change this machine for a bigger one. And then, we kind of don't feel also so much pressure on our shoulders.
Mhm. Now, do you guys, where do you source your materials from? Do you try to get everything close to where you are, or where does all this stuff where does it come from?
Yeah, we try to get everything here, but some of the stuff we imported also.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. So tell me a little bit more about how COVID has affected your business.
Well, it affected us for sure, because when COVID started, we couldn't open, we were not able to open the store. And at some point, like we decided, we were thinking a lot, and we decided to close our store. And in order for that, and keep the business as we like it, we have been working harder on shipments. And right now we are also working with a distribution program that we want, not so we don't just use post office, and we also can offer 1 day delivery, and so have, like, best service for our customers.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Now, do you guys sell, that is kind of a weird question, but do you guys sell through Amazon or just through your website?
Just through our website.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, good. And I put it in the chat so you guys can all access it. I know it costs a lot to get it shipped from Costa Rica to the US. Well, how much does it usually cost to do that, to ship to US?
Around $20, I think.
Okay, so it's about $40 to get a jar of it shipped,
Yeah.
because the cost and then the shipment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited because I think I've got some coming, and I'm super excited to experience it, because I think I know what you're talking about. Like I think I get that in certain places where it's just like rough skin and rashy. And I mean, most of us do at some point of the year, like in the summer when we're all heat rash and all that stuff. So I'm super excited to try it out. So tell me a little bit more about sustainability and your concern about the planet, and what you guys put in place to make sure your footprint is minimized, I guess.
Yeah, right now we are working on that, because we want to of course, take that compromise. And right now what we're gonna do is like change our packaging. We want to stop using plastic, even like and we really like do recycle and all that. But what we want to do is like change this for Tetra Pak, which is better. And that's hopefully the step that we're gonna do this year.
Okay. And it's Tetra. What is that? What is that? What is that like? I can't
Like carton,
Oh, more of a carton. Okay.
carton base. Uh-huh.
But it still has there's some kind of liner in there, isn't it? So that it doesn't like seep through the cardboard or the carton.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's say you can compare that with a juice box.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nice. And that's going to be way lighter, I would imagine too, isn't it?
Yeah, and also it's gonna be everything is gonna be print out on the same package. So for us in production, it's also gonna be one less step.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Uh-huh.
So now tell us about, because as an entrepreneur, there's no way you can just keep yourself in like going this way without thinking, what about this product? What about this product? I could add this. So what are some of your ideas about product innovation, or where are you going with that?
Yeah, with products, I am really like working also for curly hair. There is like that's like my next project, but I really want to like to focus right now into change this one and the packaging and everything. And we are working with the new distribution project that we have. So I kind of have that one on hold, because I like I kind of like micromanaging, because I am super with the customer service. That's the most important thing to me. And sometimes I like to just go through all the messages and everything and check that everything goes the way I like the way I used to do it when that was me, like 3 years ago, replying messages that we get on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. So sometimes I really take my time to go and check on that. Because if someone is not getting the best treat, I don't want to get a bunch of products, because then I don't want to lose that sense of customer service that to me is super, super, super important.
Wow,
But mhm.
that is cool. That's really cool. Okay, so tell us something about your business that would surprise us.
Well, something that surprised me every day is the fact that we have like this hashtag Nalguitas Bonitas, and now we have a bunch of people that hashtag Nalguitas Bonitas even when they are just trying to be positive. And the fact that we have women's all over, Latin speakers in countries, and the fact that they text us like, hey, when are you gonna ship to Colombia? And I want to sell your product here in Colombia. And that happened every day. So that's something that surprised me in a big scale, because now we have the trademark. We have international trademark, Nalguitas Bonitas, for cosmetics products, for clothing, and we want to expand to to other countries. That's what we want, and that's what people want. So that's something that really surprised me, to be honest.
Oh my gosh, it must make you feel like you're on the right track, doing the right thing in the right way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hey, so what would you say some advice is about starting a business? All the people on here are aspiring entrepreneurs, and what would you say are some of the things that you'd recommend, or suggestions, or what advice would you give?
My biggest, well, the thing that what it works for me, right, is I always start small. I start small. For me, I didn't want to go to debt to start my business and then be worried about the business, but also paying debt. And so I started small. At the beginning, it was just me doing everything. And so I started small and do every day what you have to do. Don't lose the, because there are gonna come good days, good weekends, good weeks, but there is gonna be days that it's not so good. And I have had friends that those days maybe were 3 days in a row, and they stopped. And to be consistent is, I think, is what I want to say. To be consistent at the very beginning, because then at some point everything just is moving and is growing. But to be consistent at the very beginning, like if you are selling just one day, and then the next day you sell one, we have to be grateful and say, wow, like I'm selling one, two, and then it's gonna come. We all entrepreneurs, we start selling one, or two. We start with a small amount of clients, and then we have the more grateful you are for your clients, the more clients are gonna come.
Oh my gosh, the more grateful you are, the more clients you'll get. That's
Yeah.
so fantastic.
Yeah. So to me, those are two keys: be consistent and start small.
Wow. Hey, like, at what point did you get where you had to bring on other people? Like, was that a year in, or 2 years in, or when did you start having to add employees?
Actually, it happened very fast. I remember I had to bring two women to work with me in the 3 months, 2 months after I started. Because also we went to a women expo, and that was huge. And then people were coming to buy the product, and so people saw Nalguitas Bonitas. Oh, is that for babies? And we were, no, it's for women. And then they were like, okay, I will buy one. And then, that was a big thing to be there. And then I was there, you also are when you are in a expo, you have to pay the stand, and you everything that you have there. So we really were like, hey, how are you? Will you like to try this? Let me, I will apply a little bit on your hand, and this explain everything, how it works, and be talking, explaining your product in like less than a minute. And then people saying, okay, oh wow, I like it, yeah, I love it, give me two, yeah. And we also, at the very beginning, I remember that I used to give something like a jump rope, so it's like you can also do exercise and stuff like that. And people really like those kind of things. They are like, yeah, this is like the whole package. And I liked also the fact that, well, I'm always look for people that are very outgoing, that work with me, because then people like to laugh. So then sometimes they come and say, Nalguitas Bonitas, what is that? Ha ha ha. And it has to be someone that can laugh about it and not say, hey, it's one product for bot, or get shy or something. So yeah, at some point it was very fun because we were like young friends working together, but also then you see things that you got also to change and then in order to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you had, has it been hard to have employees, or is it mostly, how does that work? Like, has it,
Yeah, to be honest, that's one of the hiring is a lottery, I guess. And it's not always, because sometimes people think, oh, this is so fun. And yeah, it's fun, but it's hard work. And then, when you see the website or the Instagram, it seems like we are always gonna be laughing, saying Nalguitas Bonitas all day long, and it's not. So I'm really like, when I have to work, I'm working. I don't like to be working and talking and those kind of things. So also I learned that you cannot work with friends. And that's something that I have learned. At least it does not work for me, because then I cannot be friend with someone and also be the boss.
oh, yeah, that's tough. I'm sure that's really tough.
Yeah,
So has there been turnover in your business much?
yeah, that had happened a lot. And now, like, I am focusing on that not to happen anymore. I'm building a very strong team that like, everyone have to know what each of us have to do and be the best on that.
Oh, great. Okay,
Mhm.
so you mentioned something about going to the expo. So did you start doing that right away, or tell us about how you got like the marketing things that you do? What have you been doing as far as marketing and all that?
I do all the marketing, so and I am still doing that. And yeah, Women Expo came. I remember I always wanted to be in something, even a year before that I have this product, I wanted that. And to me, that's is key. In the stand next to me in that expo, Women Expo, that I was, is one of my best friends. And she made ice creams. And it's super important to be friend with her, because she's my women master alliance. So with my friends, I cannot talk about my stuff, because I am more about do and being no one have to ask me to do stuff. I don't have a boss telling me, hey, did you already did that, or remember this? No, this is myself, and I am very tough. And so with her, it's like we can have a conversation, and we can even talk telepathically, like we are like, yes, yeah. And then she gave me feedbacks, and I gave her feedbacks, and now she opened her store, her ice cream place. And I was super happy for her. And I was on the inauguration day, I show up there for her. And I love the fact that if she have to work during the night, she will do it. And because I was like that 3 years ago, and sometimes I am also working a lot, and because also I love my job and I love the things that I do. And that's Women Expo brought brought her to me. And that's something, yeah, we were, next to each other.
Yeah.
And then, like supporting each other. And if someone was wondering, I don't know if I should buy an ice cream, I feel like it. And then I went and say, of course, my favorite is that one. You should try this one. And it's super nice to have someone in the same field that supports you.
Mm.
Also, it was super nice, Genevieve, that she's gonna be here on Thursday, I think, right? Doing the Yeah, talking to her, like she gave me also advice and that when she was here in Costa Rica, and it really helped me because sometimes also happen that you are doing something over and over the same way and you think that's the only way. And we are sometimes very like focused and not looking or expanding. And then someone tell you something and you gotta really integrate that. So me and my friend, we are really open. We are not, when we talk, I don't say, no, that's not gonna work for me. I really listen and I really say, I'm really gonna think about what she's saying, and I really gonna think how I can improve on that. And also she, like my friend, the one that make ice creams, and she's a international chef. She is studying in France and everything. She's awesome. And I think like to be here today is one of these moments that it really recharge your batteries because it's like we surrounded by women's, like sometimes we think like, oh no, I don't have money to start it, or I didn't came from wealthy family. I don't have a dad or a mom that sponsor me and we don't need any of that. And I'm actually grateful that I didn't have that because I put my hands on whatever I have to do, and I know how to do anything in the business. So if someone does not show up tomorrow, I can do the accountant, I can do production, I can reply the messages, I can do shipments, and I can clean. I can do anything. So and I know that. So I can be talking to you here, knowing that I own this business. And if I had the money to start everything like it is now, I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have now. The process is the most important thing because sometimes people want to get 10 millions from the bank to have certain kind of machines or certain kind of store designs. I remember when I was able to have like a light big sign, I was so happy. I was so happy. Like that was one of the biggest moments because then I got like a peach shape light sign, and I was just looking at that during night. And every time I have to drive, even if the store was closed, at night, I pass in front of it because it made me feel so proud because I was like, I made that, and I pay for it. And those kind of things are wonderful.
That is wonderful. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
rewarding.
That is so amazing. You're right about connections. You never know where you're going to make connections or where you're going to learn something from somebody. And how, when we go to the retreat center that we've been going to, and how, we all share and are willing to, I don't know, open ourselves up to meeting new people and supporting each other in whatever way. And it is amazing that you're here supporting me and Genevieve supported you, and you guys are both supporting me. I mean, it's so amazing how this works in this world. So we're kind of led to the right people all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that. Hey, okay, you mentioned something about babies. Do you think this could be used on babies?
Um, no, not really. Like babies have a very sensitive skin, and this is like a scrub.
Oh.
So, but kids start to have folliculitis at around 12 when the period arrive.
Mhm.
So yeah, after 12 is good, but for babies there is no really no
They
no
would
purpose.
need it.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't even thank you enough for sharing yourself with us today. It's so beautiful. Hey, if you guys have any questions, please ask, type it in the chat, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say. If you have comments or if you've got questions for Sophia, I would love to hear. So you're thinking your next product is dealing with curly hair, and I am in desperate need. So
Yeah, me too. Like, because sometimes, it's hard. It's not that, so yeah, I'm like trying on me, and then I always try everything on me first, around 6 months. And then the consistency has to be appropriate for package, and then it doesn't have to be divided, and it has to have like, I have to test everything with different temperatures, and yeah, like have it. And then the packaging is also important, that because sometimes you buy stuff that you try to put it out of the bottle and never comes out. And and I really like that everything has to be very easy to use, and very, yeah, appropriate, and that it can last at least 9 months after you take the liner and those kind of things.
So do you have to use a preservative, or have you been using like tea tree oil, or what do you use to help it last?
Well, this one, it has chloruro de sodio. What it do is like it helps everything to stay longer, and it has like antibacterial kind of things. And I also have like, yeah, some kind of antioxidants, and also it's very oily base. So those kind of things are not, it's not gonna be like, the components are gonna go away. Like, so when you develop products, what you want is like, the product not to get oxygen. It's like when you cut an apple, it turns kind of brown because the oxygen. So exactly with the product. So many people make like natural products, and then they want to sell that, and let's say mixing papaya with oatmeal, and that's not gonna work, because then if you want to use it 3 days after, there is not gonna be anything good on it, because it gets oxidized. So yeah, like those kind of things are the things, like, for to develop a product, you gotta like check a lot. And also the pH, for what kind of pH you want, and the consistency, and how to remove it. And that's why also, yeah, like, it's not like so easy, but it's worth it when once you.
But it takes a while. Like it's not something you just automatically have, here's this hair thing.
No, it takes a while. And also, if you want to improve a product by yourself, because there are like many like base, yeah, like you can buy a base cream, and then add this lavender oil, and then have like a lavender moisturize or something. But that's not what I do. So yeah, like,
Oh, right. So you can buy things, you could buy a lotion base and add smells to it and then call it kind of your product. But instead, you've really formulated it from every ingredient. You've brought them together. Okay.
And then, yeah, do all the test that you have to do. And also this was tested. Also, we test this like every now and then on the labs to check that everything is correct. And also, in order to sell, we are required to do those kind of things.
Oh my
But
God.
it's like a lot of paperwork. And at the beginning, everyone was telling me, hey, that's super expensive. There's a lot of paperwork, and then you have to have and that's you don't gotta listen to that. Because once you want it, and at the beginning, I did everything part by myself. Every paperwork that I had to do, I did it by myself. At the very beginning, I decided to go and do the trademark, because the name is people love the name. I actually had to, I have a lawyer, because we have to send letters to people that were copying us. And yeah, we have the trademark, and so that cannot happen. So that's also very important. Like, if you guys find out something super catchy name or a product that is super, new, you gotta pay for the trademark and the patterns if it's something like, like it's related with patterns. And I think that's at the very beginning, that's a must. Like if you are doing something, and I'm glad I did it, because otherwise these days I would be like, oh, what, I didn't do that. And
Do you have a patent for yours, or is it just
no, mine, I don't have a pattern, but I have my trademark. And so anyone can use anything like for bud that have a piece or that says, I also have like a phrase, it says, menos piel de naranja, más piel de durazno. It's like less orange skin, more peachy skin. And I also did a trademark to that. And yeah, I did that on the very, very, very beginning. And that was important, because now, thanks to that, I can call, we have had to send a lawyer over 5 times.
Oh my God, for people copying your name.
Yeah, they were copying the whole product. Like they were selling something that they did, and then they made like a label that looked like mine, and something that like with a like kind of the same name, and they were using my colors. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. And in what countries were they doing that? Was that happening in Costa Rica or elsewhere?
The ones that we have catch were in Costa Rica.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Because we know this happens overseas, like in Asia, it happens. If you have stuff made over there, it's going to happen. But that's pretty surprising that somebody would do it within your own country, because that's really easy to catch somebody doing that.
Exactly. And actually the clients are the ones that let us know. Like they send us a picture and say, hey, look what I found. And then, yeah, like always, it happened with clients. And clients are the best. My clients, my customers are the best people that I have. So they always recommend my product. And there are people like, even my marketing, I think, is very strong. I do it, but it's not super strong. Like I haven't paid a lot of ads. I don't have like, but the strongest marketing that I have is that people talking about my product. Like,
Word of
yeah.
mouth. Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Sophia, we've got a bunch of questions, which is exciting. So one of my students is asking, did you take any entrepreneurship classes during college?
No, I didn't. No, but I am, like I said, in college, what it helped me during college is that I was paying my own college. So I was, in order to pay my own college, I was working in events, like modeling kind of things. So I had to be very outgoing, very friendly, and I have to follow a lot of, one of my best friends was one of the owner of agencies, and she was super nice woman, like super friendly. But when she was working, she was tough. She had this power to say, to ask people, hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to smile, and you should be more outgoing. And she told always were she always was telling everything straight. And then I was learning, oh, I like this. I work, and I have been always working. I'm always have been an entrepreneur, so I always absorb like things that I like. And then I start reading a lot, like entrepreneurship books, and that's also really helped me a lot. Yeah, like we don't know everything, and then now I am more into that, like having these courses online. Now I'm doing it more and more, because I want to be better, because sometimes I am like, hey, it seems like I have to be better in communicating what I want. Sometimes I am like, should I do it with more love, or should I be more more tough? And then those are the things, because sometimes if you are always super lovely telling people stuff, So that's when I decide, okay, I need to learn more. And now I am doing it because I want to grow. I want to grow more. But at the very beginning, I was just a doer.
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
And
Yeah.
a listener. So you've said that maybe 4 times I've heard you say that you listened. And that is so important because we forget to do that these days.
Mhm.
So that's really impressive.
Yeah, something that I know is like I'm never gonna stop learning. I'm never gonna stop learning, and I love also once I like also a lot to listen Robin Sharma. I think he has this book 5 a.m. Club, which I love that mindset that you gotta wake up at 5 a.m. every day and do your exercise, do your reading every day, and then you put your hands on the work. Like I am never gonna be this person, be checking just like numbers on my or I don't know. I don't I think I can, because then life is gonna be very boring.
Uh-huh. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I love that. Okay, so somebody asked, I think I read in the bio part the thing about it helps for stretch marks. So does that help? Does the product help for like pregnancy stretch marks also?
Yeah, it actually helps a lot to the pregnancy stretch marks because after pregnancy, the skin is very dry and it turns to a darkest color. So what the product do is like um, improve that and make the skin look like take away the darkest color. Also many people use it in the armpits and in the middle of the legs because we sweat a lot. We have a hormone change, which also happen also during pregnancy. When women is pregnant, they also, because the hormones, the armpit gets darker.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what the product does. Like it clears the skin, so it makes the stretch mark itself hydrate and make it. It really works it penetrates the epidermis, so it goes to the dermis and promotes the collagen, so the skin is gonna recover better plus the color.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Is there anybody who you'd consider would be your competition?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I don't have competition.
Yeah, it's kind of like we were talking earlier, but one of our presentations was about somebody was talking about this thing called the Blue Ocean Strategy. And it's a book where they talk about getting into a business where there's really nobody else in it. So you kind of have the whole thing. And people eventually think, oh, we need to have this product. We need to do a version of this. But you're the one that's the first one in there. So that's really
Yeah.
cool.
And now I have had people maybe here in Costa Rica, okay, that they changed the name and but they still have like a bot something, but I will never be worried about that because I also know what I stand for. And I also know that even if someone comes with a super nice name and eat the same product, this formula works.
Yeah.
This product works, and we have people like everyone that buy our product is like, we always check those kind of things. Oh, this person is the seventh time buying the product on the website or also on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. So it's like when someone starts using the product, it's like toothpaste. Usually if you like one toothpaste, you are gonna use that toothpaste forever. So this is the product, and people just love to be part of our team because that's how I consider my customers. They are part of our team.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I also believe what you're selling is women's empowerment. And when you're selling that, it's a whole different thing. Like people get an energy from you and your company that is beyond just what is contained in that package.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I feel, and that's how why these make me feel so whole.
Hmm. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Hey, now, is it safe for people to use who have very sensitive skin?
Yeah, it is. It is. If someone have like a super sensitive skin, it's just like you just have to apply it very careful because it also is a scrub. but it is like, it's very like, also you can even use it once a week on your face as a usual scrub. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah, I love it because I mean, I use makeup, and I really need to scrub my face at least once a week, so I use this one.
Wow. Okay. I'm excited about that. That's really cool. Okay. So, one of our guests asked, what separates your business or product from other similar businesses or products? Thank you.
What we stand for in our customer service. Like, we are not serious. Like, if you text if some of you text our Instagram, the person in charge is gonna say, "Hey Bella, how are you? Yes, how can I?" And Bella means beauty, like, hey, hello, hey, beautiful. Because I also like to, just say something nice to someone. It's not like, hey, yeah, you have to send me your payment and we will send you the product. So I started that, and we keep that. Even if it's, some people are like, what? Like, like, I like that. And we like that, the fact that people can come and talk to us. Sometimes we have messages like this because they feel that there is nothing in between, that they can come and say. And they also say sometimes, hey, I don't want, this is gonna be private. So they don't want us to post on the testimonials that we have. But because we have that, like, sometimes we are like, hey, and they say, hey, this is my picture and you are allowed to post it and tag me and those kind of things. And also we love that. But it's super nice when someone said, hey, I like, we have stories like women saying, hey, I was not confident at all. I was going to the beach every time, never wear a bikini. I was always using short, and now I'm starting to be confident. And yeah, it's not, everything is not about wearing a bikini, but about feeling confident. We are also sexual beings, and if you don't feel like you can live that part of your life because you have folliculitis a lot, of course you're not going to feel confident. And that's a big part of life. And sometimes I see that people are so confused, what is right, what is wrong. And let's be honest, we all like to have a couple, and live every part of our life to the fullest. And
Mhm.
if you feel like you cannot because you have folliculitis and you haven't even heard about that before, of course you are not going to get the confidence. So when we get those kind of messages, and that women just feel better, and they are improving in their life, I mean, if more people do that, wow, more power for the world. So I don't think like I will feel that having a competition is bad.
Oh, right. Yeah, more people creating a product like this would be good for people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Let's make the world a better place. Oh.
well, I am so grateful for you being here and joining us today and sharing with our community in Denver. It's so neat to see you and see you again. It's so exciting for me to see you again. And I'm hoping that next time I go to Costa Rica, I'll definitely look you up because I'm going again same time next year. So
For sure.
yeah. Well, and thank you. And um, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I can't wait to get my product. I cannot wait. So it'll be good. And let me
I
know
feel,
if you would need books or however that works for a
yeah.
giveaway. I'd be happy to do that too.
Thank you. No, and thanks for everyone that is here right now. Because if I can really inspire you just a little bit, it doesn't matter how money you have right now, how much knowledge you have right now. Like, to be in this kind of events, like just talking about what you want to do, and just think about it. Just think about it every day, and it will come. And thanks for listening to me, and
Hmm.
thanks for having me, for real.